names been with me in the past, at least for the raisin session. So yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Yvonne.
Good evening. Good evening. Okay, I hope I'm loud and clear. You are able to see my screen. I'm just presenting our catalog. Hopefully, you all can see that.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So today's session is going to be a demonstration session, or mostly an informative session for everyone to understand how we do mug printing, how we do t-shirt printing, and just give you a little idea if you are interested in the same, and give you a possible direction to, probably come to us if you need any help. As you guys are already aware, who worked with me in my previous session, I'm always approachable. So yes, feel free to, reach out to me for any queries that you'll have on t-shirt printing, mug printing. We also do printing on other multiple surfaces. So I'll just present my screen and I'll take you through our catalog that we've designed, just to, kind of give you information on what are the customized gifting options that we usually work on. So these are a couple of them that we've listed, which is t-shirt printing, mug printing, got pillow covers, got keychain printing, got
Hear you.
zippers. Sorry? Hello?
Yvonne,
Yes,
I
Rena.
can't hear you.
That is a local problem, Raina.
I can hear.
We all can hear.
We can all hear.
You have to do your settings. I'll send you a recording later. Now let Yvonne continue. Yvonne, please.
Yes, sure. Okay, so we do all these printings, which includes your zippers, caps, magnets, tote bags. So we had a stall in the church. I think it was for the feast, and we had showcased a couple of things that we had printed, that we had customized, and to give you a better understanding and to have a look at all the customized options that we have. Okay, this is t-shirts that we have along with the caps. Okay, this is just going to give you a fair idea of the t-shirts, the different type of t-shirts that we have. Okay, in mugs we have a variety of mugs. So you've got like your 15 OZ, which is the biggest, the tallest mug. Then you've got 11 OZ, 6 OZ, which is going to be a small teacup. Then you have multiple color option in 11 OZ, which is a standard mug size, which has inside color, it has inside and handle color. You've got these colorful mugs with this patch only for printing on that white patch. So only the white patch will be printed. And you've got these frosted mugs, you've got multicolor mugs, you've got magic mugs. In mugs, we have a variety of mugs. So you've got like your 15 OZ, which is the biggest, the tallest mug. Then you've got 11 OZ, 6 OZ, which is going to be a small teacup. Then you have multiple color option in 11 OZ, which is a standard mug size, which has inside color, it has inside and hand. Sorry, I thought I heard my voice back. Was that an echo?
Could be a...
Yes, there was an echo, I think.
Okay, I thought somebody was asking me a question. Okay. Okay, so these are all the different types of mugs. We've got sippers as well. Okay, so these are all metal sippers. These two options that you can see are in 700 and 600 ml. They are metal sippers. Okay. Now mind it that these are not your common mugs. These are not mugs that you easily get in markets and you can print on. Okay, so you might see a couple of after watching this demo session, you might feel confident that you can print on your mug by yourself, but this is coated with sublimation. Okay, so now sublimation is something that is going to transfer your ink onto the mug. So that is the process I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so all these mugs and sippers are coated with a fine film of sublimation liquid, which easily allows the ink to get transferred to your surface. Okay, then we come down to pillow covers. There are a wide variety of pillow covers that we've got. The normal cotton ones, Okay, and then you've got these multicolor print ones, you've got sequence ones which you can flip, you've got these fur pillows, and you've got other sublimation blank pillows. Okay, so just note this term sublimation because this is what we are going to learn about in today's session. All right, then we've got something called as the tote bag, very commonly used for people to go to market. So this is like your normal 14 by 16 inch bag that you have. Okay, then you have these keychains, you've got these PVC fridge magnets. Okay, so all of them are coated with sublimation material, so it becomes easy to transfer ink onto the surface. Okay, the other thing that we have is something called as a stone stand. So basically this is a sublimation stone and it comes with a stand, so you can print on that. You've got tiles, which is your ceramic tiles. You get them in different sizes. So if you need any information, reach out to us. This is an LED lamp, which I will showcase at the end of the session. I had this lamp on display on the stall that we had. Okay, so I'll share the live lamp so you all can see it. Right, so that's about it with our catalog. I will then now take you through a couple of sippers that we've done. Okay, so first I'll just take you through these examples so you could just have a look at it. So this was a set of sippers that we had printed for some kid's birthday. So they are, as you can see, they are customized with the photo, with a frame around it and along with the name. Okay, then we have a couple of coasters that we've printed. So this is again a business, someone required these posters for their business. So this is something that we had printed for them. And these are some generic coasters that we had printed. This is just some generic coasters. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the working file. So now, as you can see on my screen, this was my latest project that I had created for someone. Since Mother's Day is coming up, the person wanted a mug. All right, so we've created this mug. It's basically created based on the inputs shared by the person who wanted this mug created. So he wanted this Happy Mother's Day logo, and he wanted the picture of the family, and he wanted to mention that it is from the baby whose name is Lara. All right. So I'm not going to deep dive into the softwares that I've used, but yes, I will definitely keep you posted. This is Photoshop that I'm using. Okay. In Photoshop, what I usually do is it's all in layers. Okay. So as you can see, everything is on layers. You can see this background is one layer. Then you have the Mother's Day logo. That's another layer. I don't know for what reason it's not able to select. Just give me a minute. Okay. All right. So I don't know what is the problem. Okay, so just taking you through this application, everything I have designed it in Photoshop. All right, this is how you see. I've just combined all the layers. I've put in text. I've put in a frame so it looks nice. I've put in the images. Put in that Mother's Day logo, and I've put a background. Okay, so there were a lot of options that we had created because the person who wanted it was looking for something different. So we've created multiple options. We tried to, put this photo in this frame and give a floral touch or do something different. So basically the designing work takes some time. Okay, so if you share a request for printing a mug, we don't just pick something off the internet and just paste it and give it to you. It's effort that we put into it so that it looks good and is appreciated by the person you gift it to. All right, so this is how we work in Photoshop. This is my open file. To show you the mug, so this is the mug that we printed. Okay, now over here, I will be doing something at the bottom because I just noticed that the bottom was a little, I mean, for some reason it did not come properly, but the top part has come clear, right? So I'm going to be adding in some details at the bottom. Okay, and this is your mug with the yellow rim and the yellow handle. Okay, so this is not just the plain white mug. We try to accommodate the request with a fancy mug. Okay, to show you, this is my artwork. Okay, I'm not sure if it is blurring it. Just a minute, I'll remove that blur. Yeah, so this is how my artwork looks like. Okay, for this you need to print it on a sublimation printer. Okay, so the printer needs to have ink that is sublimation friendly. Are you able to see it clearly? Yeah, so this I have already heat pressed it. That's why you can see it is quite light. Okay, so this is the paper that I have used to transfer it onto the mug. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of other examples that we have created. Just got some more. So in terms of mugs, these are basically mock-ups. So I have the open file, but these are just mock-ups for people to have a little better understanding of how your artwork would look on the mug. Okay, so this is again an anniversary mug that we have created a mock-up for. So it just shows your calendar with the heart on your anniversary date and the couple's photo. This was a bridesmaid's mug that we had created a mock-up for. Okay, this was an dream catcher mug that we had created a mock-up for. This is again a mug for a sun sign. Okay, we create coasters, we create mugs. So this is again a duo, which is the coaster and the mug. Right, this is a mask just to show you. So these are some inputs that I have put through. These are the sippers that you have in different sizes. So it is 750 ml, 650 ml, and 500 ml. All right, this is a mason jar. So it's a frosted mason jar. This is how your input would look like. And you can do printing on the mason jar as well. Okay, any questions so far? Then I slowly, I'll move into the technical section. I'm just trying to make you aware of what all you can do first, and then I will move on to a little technical section that will give you a little more information. So these are a couple of tote bags that we had created a mock-up for. Again, we've got open files for this. As soon as somebody requests, we just kind of make the print and we print it on the bag. Okay, and I had also received a request during Christmas, I remember, for these wine bags. Okay, so these wine bags are nothing, they're just similar to your tote bags. The only difference is they're a little bit narrower than your tote bag. Your tote bag is usually a 14-inch. This is usually a 7-inch or a 6-inch, and it is easy to carry one bottle of wine. So it is very pretty to gift it to someone. If you're gifting someone a bottle, it just gives that Christmas feeling. So we had created somewhere something with the Christmas theme on it. Okay, and this is fully customizable. You need to add a name, you can add the name. You need to put a picture of someone, we can put a picture. Basically it is all customized stuffs that we do and offer, so that you can gift it to families and friends, and it'll just add that personal touch to it. These are a couple of t-shirts that we had created a mock-up for. So basically, I have a lot of people who request me to create t-shirts that are very theme-based. Okay, so something more that like superhero t-shirts, something in regards to like this one that is on the screen is for Big Bang Theory. Okay, this is Flash. So just given a color option, this is again Big Bang Theory. So I have a lot of people who are into superhero. We also do this kind of stuff. So if you notice, this is my normal black t-shirt with white print on it. And this is something that has a neon print on it. So basically it is a glow in the dark t-shirt. This is on white, we put it with green. This generic t-shirts. Okay, so these are a couple of systems that I'm going to be taking you through. All right, I've just kept this on my system so that it's easier for you to just kind of see it. Okay, so these attachments are basically used for mug printing. These attachments, these two circular attachments, they are used for printing on a plate or a flat round surface. This attachment is used for printing on hats, on caps. Okay, and this big attachment that not an attachment, basically this is your entire system. This big system is called the heat press, and this is what we are going to be using for pressing our t-shirts, pressing your coasters, pressing multiple objects that are flat. Okay, so for plate you will have this, but for anything else that is flat, that is a cloth surface, you can be pressing it in this heat press machine. Okay, I think I had a couple of references. Okay, taking you through my working file, I just showed you just now. This was the working file for the mug that I had printed, the Happy Mother's Day mug. As you can see, the layout is a little different because the final option that I shared with him was with the name of this baby because it was for Mother's Day. So we added that baby's name in that block format. And these are a couple of bridesmaid mugs that we created. So we've created a customized box. I don't have pictures for it, but yes, we created a customized box. We added this bridesmaids mugs. We added a couple of keychains. We added a couple of other stuff like, you know, some hand cream, something that the bridesmaid could use at a later time. So you don't need to, you know, specifically go with everything customized. You can put in small pieces here and there and just make the box look pretty. So this was something that we had done for two bridesmaids. So as you can see, the names change here. Okay, and this is just to give you a background that everything is customized. Okay, taking you now to the t-shirt printing. Again, this was requested by someone. So they call their group the Wolfpack Incorporation. So they wanted something different on the t-shirts. They usually just embed the name, which is Wolfpack Incorporation. This was a time when they actually added a wolf, they added something else. So this was option 1, which I got it printed, and this was option 2. So it was like a group t-shirt for the boys. Give them a couple of options on that. So 2 t-shirts that we printed. This is a format of, we've printed a lot of bridesmaid and best man and groom and bride t-shirts for the rose. So this is a couple of artwork that I'm sharing that we've printed for the rose, mostly for people in Borivali, a couple of them that were based out of Andheri. So we've printed a lot of t-shirts, and I'll be showing you the t-shirt samples also. So this was the last one in December. This was for the groom. So it was a white t-shirt with this black print. And for the best man, it was a black t-shirt with the white print. This was for the bridesmaid squad. Okay, so this was about the working files. So this was how it looked. I had just placed everything on my system properly. I don't know where that has gone now. Just a minute. Okay, here. Here you have the actual picture. So this was what I just showed you. So this was the black t-shirt with the white print for the best man, and this was for the groom. This was what we had printed for the wolf pack guys. So this is how it looked. And this was for the bride. So as you can see, so these are basically vinyl what I have used. Okay, so for printing I have used vinyl and heat press. Okay, for this also I've used vinyl, but as you can see, this is more of a shining vinyl. So this was a little different to the normal printing that we've done. Because it was more girly, it was for the bride, it was for her squad, and they're young girls. So we kind of put this sequence, not sequence really, but this is all shining dust. So we've used a vinyl that had shining dust in it. So it just gave a really lovely look at the event. Okay, so in case if you guys are okay, I mean, with whatever I've shown you, I will proceed to the next one, which is I'm going to talk a little about the technicalities. Can you show me that vinyls? So in t-shirt printing, you have different kind of printing. Okay, so one type of printing is vinyl, which I just showed you an option for. So that is simple. You just need to create your artwork and you need to cut it off on a vinyl. This is how your vinyl will look like. So it's a nice long roll. If you can see, this is like a nice long roll of paper that you get. Okay, you get it in different colors, and it is basically a plastic film kind of a surface. So I need to remove that background here. Yeah. So this is how it will look. Hopefully you can see it. This is the golden vinyl that I use for the bride and her team. So this gives a nice glitter effect. Okay, and what happens is you need to peel it off. So as you can see, it's like a sticker. Okay, so you need to peel it off, and whatever is stuck on this surface, which is your transparent surface, is your final output. Okay, so how do you do that? I have a system for that. It's called a Cameo. Okay, to show you the system, can I? Yeah, I'll just show you the system. Hopefully you can see my screen. Okay, so this is our setup. I just showed you this.
Not
right?
yet. Not yet. Your screen is not visible.
No?
No.
I'm sharing it on the other one, on the phone.
On the phone.
You gave me access to two, na?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yvonne, why don't you first close your screen so then we can just pin up your thing. Otherwise, it's very difficult to see what you're showing.
Do you want me to stop sharing the screen?
No,
What
no,
are you
I have spotted her on both.
No, but this screen now now she has finished showing this share screen, so that she can close it down.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I've done that. I have two Evons. Okay, so I can see the other one on my laptop.
Yeah, now we can see one where you are showing something with a red background.
Yes, yes. So that is the one. Okay. 1 minute. I think I should then directly. I should mute this laptop and I should speak on that one. Then it will be easier,
No,
right?
not necessarily. You can.
Well, now
Not
we can
necessary.
see it.
Now we can see.
Okay. Okay. All right. So this is my heat press system. Okay. This is how it looks like. This is the Teflon sheet that we use. So Teflon sheet, we basically use it to avoid your surfaces from burning. So it's like a cloth, but it's Teflon coating, so it avoids your material from getting burnt. This is how the system looks like. Okay, it has the heat press setting here. This is the on and off button that you have, and this is the press that you have. Okay, so now I'll tell you the difference between having or owning a heat press and between using an iron. So I'm sure a couple of people who are interested in t-shirt printing have also tried you know, getting an iron and printing your image on the surface. Okay, you can do that. All right, but what happens with this system is it has a particular pressure level. All right, so if you can see, this has a lever. As soon as you press it down and you press it, you know, you kind of lock this in place. It gives a pressure. It gives a pressure that the t-shirt is supposed to absorb that ink. Okay, so that is something that you will not get in a handheld iron. You will definitely get your image transferred onto your t-shirt, but you will not get the desired output because your pressure is going to vary. You're going to be pressing your image using the iron and using your pressure, whereas this is going to give a uniform pressure. So this has, if I can show you, this has a heat plate. So it's like a rectangular surface, has a heat plate, and it has this rubber foam below it. Okay, so this rubber foam that you can see, this sponge kind of a thing that it has, is basically to hold the t-shirt in place, and even if it has a lot of pressure, it's not going to damage your material. Okay, so this is one of my system that I have, which I use for t-shirt printing, which we do on a regular basis. So we have a lot of requests coming in for t-shirt printing. All right, the other one is this, which is called as the Cameo. As you can see, it is called as the Silhouette Cameo. Okay, so what this guy does is he does a very important job, very important job. Okay, now when I have any artwork, if it is a simple box, it is easy to cut on a by a, what you say, with a scissor. Okay, but if you have any intricate designs that you have, okay, wherein you have a text, be it an alphabet or something, if you're going to sit and you're going to cut each alphabet and you're going to place them on a t-shirt, it is going to really be messed up. So this is what comes in handy, which is called as the Silhouette. Okay, so Cameo Silhouette, you need to have the application installed, you need to have everything in place, and that's when you will be able to use this. Okay, so what this does is taking you inside the system. This has a blade, this has a spot for two blades basically. As soon as you command the application, which is your Silhouette application, to print or to cut, this has a blade. So 1 minute, let me just show you if I have another one in place, so I could just show you the blade. No, not that blade. We have another blade, right, in place. No, can you remove that blade there? Just to show the tip, how fine it is, and you know how it cuts. Then let it be. If it is not going to, yeah. Okay, so basically that has a very fine tip at the base, and it is automated. I cannot show you right now because it will take some time. It takes some time to manually, you know, cut it. And if you want to get some more idea, you can obviously go on YouTube and just visit Silhouette Cameo. So you'll be able to see a couple of videos where this is used to cut multiple surfaces. You can cut vinyl, you can cut paper, you can cut plastic. To some extent, you can also cut wood, but then you have a different blade. So there are multiple blades that you have for Silhouette, okay, and multiple uses that you have for cutting. One of them is majorly used for t-shirt printing and t-shirt cutting. So if you need anything in vinyl, that's what you get. Okay, to give you an example, this is a magnet that we have. Okay, so as you can see, this is metal and this is magnet at the back. So this is, I think, around 2 to 3 mm that it has. So you use different blades, you can do this kind of an effect, and you can also get it cut. Now this is not done by us, okay, but this is an example. They've used a Silhouette for this. Okay, moving on to the next system, which is the Epson printer. Okay, so this is one of the mega tank printers. As you can see, I'm showing you the color that we have, the color tanks. So this is called a mega tank printer. It's an Epson model, and we've customized it to use it for sublimation. Okay, so the ink that is being poured inside is not your normal CMYK ink that you would use for printing. This is a sublimation ink. Okay, this you get it specifically in the market where you will be buying sublimation products. So this ink is sublimation ink and used only for transferring it either on a mug or either on surfaces that are coated with sublimation material, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, so this is how the printer looks like. It's an Epson model. Okay, then we also have something else. Sorry. Then we also have something else, which is your, I'll just start my camera now and I'll stop this one. We also have something called as your normal inkjet printer. Where do we use that inkjet printer is like now you have a request for t-shirt printing and you want to print a image on the t-shirt. I don't have a live example, so I'm just giving you a situation. If you want to print a photo, so suppose it's your child's first birthday, you want to print the child's photo, you want to print happy birthday, or you want to print some customized text down, that is when we use your normal inkjet printer, because you're not going to be transferring the heat. Okay, no video. Can you not see Mahesh?
No, no, not visible. Both
Uh,
cameras.
No, you have stopped sharing screen. No, that's why.
so
Acha,
video
acha.
is
Should I
video is
start,
visible, right?
should I share the screen?
Hello.
No, now we can't see because it's blank, as he said.
I can only see you.
You can see me, right? The video is on.
Okay.
So yeah, so I was saying that you want to have a t-shirt for your kid's birthday where you put your kid's photo, you put some text down saying that happy birthday, you're one today, something like that, where you want customized stuff. That is when we use our inkjet printer, because that is not sublimation. So you cut out the surface and you just heat press it. Okay, so there are majorly in t-shirt printing, if I have to touch base on the t-shirt printing subject for now, there are three types of printing that we usually do. One is your vinyl printing. Okay, the second one is your dark paper printing. I'll explain all these three parameters to you. And the third one is your sublimation printing. Okay, so I'll start off with sublimation because that is very simple. Sublimation printing is you have a polyester t-shirt. Mostly it's a cotton polyester mix, because sublimation ink does not hold on to the surface unless it has a particular percentage of polyester in it. So you have a poly cotton t-shirt, you have your artwork, and it's a white t-shirt. Specifically, it needs to be a white t-shirt, otherwise your color will vary, your output will not be visible. So you need to have a white surface t-shirt, and sublimation printing only works on white surfaces. Okay, so that is just, you just have a simple sublimation paper, you print out your artwork and you heat press it, and your image is transferred as is. Okay, the second one is your vinyl printing. So I have a t-shirt that I have used for vinyl. Where's the black t-shirt? So this is my vinyl printing. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah. So this is something that I had created for transformer. This is a metallic vinyl that I have used. Okay, so you can see it has that shine in it. So this is one of the t-shirt printing that I had done. So in this, you have in vinyl, you have like multiple color options. But the only thing is you can do it at a time as a single printing. That will be a little better. If you put two to three colors is also fine. But if you're going for more colors than that, it tends to get a little complicating. So as long as it is one or two colors, it works perfectly fine. This is how you get it. I have used the Cameo on this one to cut it. So as you can see, there are edges and transformers, the word, very difficult to cut. So I've used the silhouette Cameo to cut it. That made it a little easier for me to cut it and peel it and stuff. So this one is a foil vinyl that I have used. You get this in silver and gold. Then the other one that I showed you, the vinyl, this one is the glitter gold vinyl. Okay, so as you can see, this is grainy and it has glitter. You get this also in gold, silver, rose gold. Okay, and then you have something as the plain color vinyl. So these are my plain color vinyls. You get them in multiple colors. They are all glossy. Okay, unless you want a matte one. They have a pretty good, decent finish on them. Okay, so it will not shine, it will not be much. And you also get the radium vinyl, which I just showed you in my mock-up. So I've not bought that right now because I did not get an order for radium vinyl. But yes, you get it ready-made in market, radium vinyl, which you just pick it up, you cut it with the desired shape, heat press it on the t-shirt, and that's done. And it just absorbs light, and then it emits light in the dark. That's how it works. So there are these different types of vinyls that you have. There are qualities. Okay, now if you go on Amazon, there are people who are selling vinyls, but you really need to see, you need to kind of visit the place, you need to kind of hold the vinyl in the hand to understand how it works, because unless until you know the thickness, there are vinyls that have like 1 mm and 2 mm thickness. So I use the one that has a little more thickness because it's easier to peel it out. Like this one, it's easy to peel it out and it is easy to cut, it doesn't tear. So what Cameo does is you give a design on the system. Cameo will just go and it will automate that design. It will cut the design. Okay. As per the speed, as per the pressure that you have mentioned in the system. Alright. Cameo doesn't know what is the vinyl you're using. The vinyl knowledge is something that you need to have. Okay. So we've done many experiments over the past. We've worked on many t-shirts, and that's where we've arrived at a conclusion of having one vendor for vinyl and having a particular thickness in the vinyl, and having a particular quality in the t-shirt. So that's where we have expertise in right now, because we've worked on it in the past. And the third one is your dark paper printing that I mentioned about. So dark paper printing is, if you have a photo, okay, it is going to give you all the colors of your photo. It's going to print exactly like you have how you print a photo. It has the exact same print. Okay. The only thing is, for this we use a paper called as a dark paper. Okay. So now the dark paper is what is expensive, that we use it in an inkjet printer. You print it out. So we've done a t-shirt for a kid which had the dinosaur and it had some shark fish. So we had all those characters that we had put, and we cut it out and we print it on the t-shirt. Okay. So dark paper printing is something where you have all colors. You don't need to have one or two color in specific. Okay, so far, is this concept clear in terms of the three types of printing t-shirt options that we have? Any questions so far? I'd like to take questions if you have any. Yes, Mahesh.
No, everything is clear as far as so far, whatever you have told.
All
It's,
good?
yeah,
Yes.
very good. I understood everything.
Perfect.
Now let us see how practical is going to be.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so perfect. So, yeah.
Yeah. Is this dark paper printing done with inkjet or what?
It's done with inkjet. So dark paper printer. So this, again, to touch base on the dark paper, you can do it at home. Like I mentioned, you don't need to go out to give it to someone for printing. You can do it at your place, the dark paper printing. You get this. So on Amazon, you have two types of papers available for inkjet.
Yeah.
One is your light sublimation paper, one is your dark paper. Don't go in for sublimation because you need to invest money in a printer that can print sublimation. Then you also need to have a polycotton material to print on a surface, or probably you need to have your mugs that are coated with sublimation material. You need to have XYZ inputs to create an output. So sublimation paper is something that you do not need to buy. You can buy a dark inkjet paper. You get it on Amazon. You can print it in your inkjet printer. Okay, and use your iron. Like I said, you can use your iron if it is something that you want as a temporary solution. Okay, use your iron. It will transfer the picture onto your material.
Yvonne,
On a white t-shirt.
so
On
you
any
can,
color t-shirt, any color t-shirt.
Okay.
okay, Yvonne.
Yeah.
So you can print just one T-shirt with that one this.
So one paper is an A4 paper. You know how
Okay.
big is an A4 size paper, right? So you have
Yeah.
one paper as an A4 paper. If you want to print it as an A4 paper, you can print it full as an A4 paper if it's an image. If you want to print it in two different, means you have got your design that is A5, which is two parts of A4, you can cut it in the center and you can just press it on the t-shirt. Okay,
No,
but your artwork needs
what
to be
I'm saying,
square. Yeah.
no, what I meant is, like, suppose you have an order for say 10 T-shirts. So
Ah.
you'll have to prepare 10 such different
Yes.
sheets.
Yes.
Okay.
So it depends on the size. Basically, it depends on the size. Now, if you are going to be giving people an A4 size, suppose if it's just the word Marvel written on top, okay, which is
Yeah.
the Avenger theme, just Marvel written on top. So it can come in an A4 size, A5 size paper, not A4, sorry, A5, which is two pieces of A4. So you can
Right.
have one marble on top, you can have one marble down, you can cut it off with a scissor and you'll have two. So then you will not be using 10 papers, you will be using only 5 papers.
Right, right,
Right? So it is more dependent on the surface.
right. Thank you.
No problem. And like I said, your heat press, there's a specific temperature that you need to hit. There is a specific pressure level that you need to apply. Okay. So because of which we have the system in place. If you want to do it at home, like I said, if it's a temporary thing and you are eager to do something at home, please give it a try. Watch out a couple of videos online on dark printing. If you have an inkjet printer and you buy this dark paper, you can do it at home. Okay, it's a simple thing. You just need to peel it off, need to place it on the surface, and but you need another cloth or a paper or something on top of it so that your paper doesn't stick to your iron.
Oil or something.
Okay, so we were just clarifying something. Yes. So, like I mentioned, inkjet printer is fine if you have a sublimation ink printer that works differently. Okay, any more questions? I think I have some questions. If you guys would like to just speak up because I'm not seeing the chat. Sorry.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Actually, I wanted to know this heat printer that you just mentioned. How much is the cost and everything for it? Like, is it an alternative that can we use an iron for that, or how does it go?
So basically, see, if you are not going to be going in for a t-shirt printing business as such, it doesn't make sense to buy the heat press printer. You have a couple of other things in the market for t-shirt printing. So the press that I just showed you, the heat press machine that I just showed you, that's like more of a business oriented thing that we have. Okay. And it comes with multiple attachments. I've still not shown you the attachments. It's just the t-shirt, machine that I've shown you. It doesn't make sense to invest in that big machine. For me, my entire setup along with my I think I have two printers. I have one plotter, which is your cutting machine. I've got my heat press and I've got multiple attachments, which I'm going to show you in some time. For me, the entire setup was around 1,70,000, 1,80,000. Okay. In case if you are looking at just the t-shirt printing, there is something in the market I happen to see online. It is like a small box, okay, which you just hold it on top and you just press it. So it's a small box. It's not a very big one. So my system is, I think, a 16 by 18 inch. So it's quite big, and it can kind of press a bigger surface as well. That one is just for t-shirt printing. Like if you have a small logo that you are planning to, put somewhere, if you're planning to just put a small text on your t-shirt, so that machine is something just link if I happen to come across that, but it doesn't make sense to invest in the entire system.
So this little box that you just mentioned, okay,
Yeah.
that you have gone across, does it help in printing photographs on the t-shirt also?
It won't print. That is not a printer, that is a heat. So basically nothing is going, so my machine also doesn't print, it just heat presses. So what happens is you need a paper, you need a surface to print on where the ink is transferred, and then from there you will transfer it on your other surfaces which are sublimation friendly, or probably which um, uses that paper as something to transfer. Okay, so now in terms of cotton, if you are using a cotton t-shirt, all right, and you want to print, it's a plain cotton t-shirt, you want to print something on it, you need to have this duck paper that I was just talking about, which is inkjet user friendly. Just buy that paper of Amazon. It should be around 60-70 rupees per sheet. Okay, so you can buy that entire packet of it. Use that for printing. Cut it as per your shape, whatever you require it. Peel it off, place it on your t-shirt, place another cloth or something on top so it doesn't burn your surface. Okay, and then use this machine. It will just heat. So what it does is it generates a huge amount of heat and pressure, which then sticks that paper onto your surface. So that is how it works.
All right. Okay.
Okay. And in sublimation, what it does is sublimation paper, it will just transfer the ink onto your surface. So it is not the paper that will stick to your t-shirt. It is the ink from the paper that will be removed from the paper and it will get stuck onto your surface. And the medium for doing so is heat. So you require heat and pressure in the right quantity. So that's how it works. Okay. Anything else? Any more questions?
One more, if I may.
Yes, definitely.
There, in this last thing where you have this small press and you use the dark paper, will it work and be a little more lasting than the plain one using an iron? Or
See,
the same?
I can't guarantee that because what happens is a right amount of pressure and a right amount of heat is what makes, and at the right right time is what makes your vinyl or what makes your paper get transferred onto the surface. Okay, for some reason, if any one of these three go wrong, then obviously it is going to have an effect in the output. Your output might not last longer. That's why I said if it's a temporary solution, you can do it with your iron, you can do it with that chota machine that I will probably just do a research on and I'll share it in the link. You can do it with that. But if it's a long-term kind of a t-shirt or something that you're looking, or if you're planning to gift it to someone or something like that, then it's better you do it from someone who's already doing it rather than investing money in that. If you're interested, obviously you can definitely go in for that heat press, the tiny one, the mini heat press, and you can use it.
Okay.
But in terms of whether it will last longer, whether it won't, I am not too sure on that because I have personally not tried it and I will not be able to talk about it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem. Okay, any more questions? If not, then I will proceed to the practical, but before that I will just show you my attachments that I have. Okay, in terms of attachment, there was something which was circular that you saw on my screen earlier, right, in the image that I had shown. So this is one of the attachments, all right. So where does this get connected is, can I? One minute. 1 minute. Give me this mobile. Sorry for the technical glitches. This is the first time I'm actually using a laptop and my phone. So yeah, so this attachment basically is something that will get connected to this base. So if you can see, this base is detachable. Can you see my screen? Can you see my video?
No.
I'm active on the other E1. If
Yes,
you guys,
yes, we can see.
Yeah.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, yeah. So this system is something that I showed you. This is the main body, all right, for everything. This is the main system, so you're not going to have anything in multiple. This is going to be one system that you use. It's just multiple attachments. So the one that you can currently see over here, this is my heat press for the t-shirt. All right. Then you have something like this, which is just a flat round surface. This is used for heat pressing a plate. All right. So these screws that you can see will usually go in over here. So you need to detach this plate, the top plate, and then you can connect this. Okay. So what it will do is then you can use the same pressure, the same handle, the lever that we have for applying pressure and applying heat to the object. This is something that is created. So this was my baby's christening that we had. So this was something that we had done a heat press for. Okay, using that particular attachment. Now over here, if you see, the edges were a little blur because this thing was a little smaller and my plate was a little big. So that is the reason why you're not able to see it very clearly. But this is the output that usually comes in. Okay, then moving on to the next one, I have this attachments. So here I have two different attachments. Again, this is going to be connected to this main. Okay, so this is always going to be your main. Okay, so this is one of my attachment. I use this for mugs. Okay, so this is my attachment for mug printing. I have two different size of mug printing attachments. Keep it on the chair. Okay, so this one is for your proper 11 OZ mugs, 11 OZ, 15 OZ. So this is your proper 11 and 15 OZ mug. For the mugs that are smaller in size, like you've seen the 6 OZ, which is your chai mugs or something, and for sippers, this is something you use because once you close it, it narrows down. So it gives a better grip for your bottle, your sippers, for the mugs that are chotu. So this works perfectly well for that. Whereas this is for the
Even there is
bigger
no
mugs.
video.
There's no video. I can see it on the laptop.
Yeah, it's visible.
You need, so basically, sorry, you need to tag. There's another Yvonne as well. I'm demonstrating it from my
Oh,
mobile and the laptop.
She
Can
is
you just find the other Yvonne?
she is spotlighted on both.
Yeah.
Just have to tag it.
Just
That's it.
swipe to the right and see. You'll be able to see me. Okay. So these are the two attachments, the mug attachments that I have. Okay. And so for the mug, how it works is this is my lever. All right. This is my lever. I need to
Even
press
no
it down.
video. Nobody can see.
Everybody can
So
see.
we can all see.
We can
She's
all-
got.
Just swipe.
Diana, we can all see.
I can see.
Okay, I think that was my mama. Was it?
No, we can see.
Who was
Very
the one who
clear,
was saying
it's
no
very
video?
clear, it's visible.
For those watching on the mobile could have a problem. You have to swipe.
Yeah, you need to swipe right. You should be able to see my video.
On the laptop, we can see.
Yeah. Okay, can I proceed?
Please.
Okay. All right. So those were two attachments. The third attachment is this one, which is more for the caps. So as you can see, this has this curvature over here, and it has this heat surface on the top. Okay, and yeah, this is how it looks like. So you can just put in your artwork printed on a paper, get it stuck on the cap or something, and then you can just use this surface and it will apply the required pressure, because this is also going to get connected to that big machine that we have, the big plate. You can see the screws that fit in into that surface and it applies the required pressure. So this is how it will look. Okay, so I've shown you my plate that I have created. I will show you this as well. So this was again the initial tries that we've done. So we've done a couple of R&D. This is like a photo frame. So you can see it has a stand at the back side. Okay, and this is how it will look. There is this lamp that we had presented on in the church fair. So this is again printed. We printed the artwork on this particular surface, and this is the lamp that we have. All right, so it's a tiny lamp. Keep it on the bedroom. This is the so what you see on the screen, these reindeers, this is just another option. We just haven't connected it, but we printed it for Christmas and we've kept it. So this is my artwork. So this goes exactly on the lamp, and this is how the final output will look like once the lamp is lit. Okay, and yeah, about the tile, we've got, like I mentioned, we've got these ceramic tile printing also. Again, these were just a couple of options that we've created to show people in case, if they're interested, we kind of do this as well. So this was heat pressed on a ceramic tile. So this is a tile, as you can see. Okay, and we have this other lamp as well. I don't think there's a light and it will not be visible. But yeah, this is a little bigger lamp that we've created. So again, it's a sublimation. We had done the nativity, and it will not be visible because it's quite dark. But I should have some photos in my repository, and I will share them. Okay, all right. What I'm going to do is now I'm just going to start the heat press. Can we start the heat press? And I'll show you a practical demonstration for the same. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. In case if you all have questions, I will take them. I'm going to be stopping my video, okay, on both places, and I will start it on my mobile so that you all can then see the practical session. If anyone has any questions while I do the setup, please feel free to ask me. Any questions in terms of what else can we print, or what exactly is the printing, how do you do it, I'm okay with any questions. I know this is a fairly new field for most of you. For some of you who've already experienced it, I'm happy you all have the knowledge. For others, please feel free to ask me questions.
Actually, I had a question, like in case of this heat and this pressure, like could you give us an idea in case we want to try out that, that little machine box or something that you would just...
See, I would not want you all to invest in that machine, that box machine that I was talking about. Okay, why? Because if you're planning to do it on a regular basis, please feel free to go ahead. If you're planning it as a one-time or a two-time activity, what you can do is do it with your iron at home. You should don't use the steam iron, use the normal heat iron. Okay, so use the normal heat iron, and you can transfer heat onto your t-shirt and you can print stuff. Okay, so are you planning to do the dark paper vinyl thing, the dark paper printing that I was talking about?
What would be easier, just because I'm not into this. It's just the first demo that I'm seeing and it looks quite interesting. So just like I would like to go ahead and try something out, but not investing in a machine so soon.
Getting it.
But definitely on a heat iron, if I get an idea, I would surely try something at home like.
Absolutely. So I would recommend, if you have a printer, do you have a printer?
I have.
You do have an inkjet printer?
No, I do not have a printer.
You don't have a printer. Okay, so then basically now you can only use vinyl, but again for vinyl now you need a silhouette, which is your plotting machine. Okay, otherwise you will not be able to do something creative. So if you had a printer, I would just tell you to print a surface like on a box, probably your image or probably some text, and you could just cut it into a box, and then you could just peel it off and paste it on your t-shirt. So if you had a printer, it would be that easy. If you don't have a printer, then asking you to go and buy vinyl, again, that's going to be costly. Okay, storage of vinyl is going to be costly again. That storage it's a big, huge chart like material. Okay, so
but
I would not ask you to buy
printing done from a normal X-ray or something.
Yeah. Buy a dark paper, go outside, just give it to a normal printer. That should be your normal inkjet. Then you just cut it, come home, cut it, peel it, put it on your t-shirt, place a cloth on top of it and heat it. Okay, use the iron and use proper pressure and you can put it. Again, I'm saying, yeah.
Could you just repeat yourself, please? I was just noting it down.
So you can buy a inkjet paper, the dark inkjet paper. Okay, give it outside for printing. You put your two artworks. So if you want a smaller...
Sorry to disturb you. Is this you are talking about? Can you see? The green thing, is this you are talking about?
This is matte. No, sorry. 1 minute. I
Is
lost
this?
you.
Yeah. Is this hello?
Yeah.
Is this the
Uh,
one you're talking?
I am not sure about this Tikero ka brand, but
Okay.
I will share the image. So there is another
Yeah.
paper that I usually buy, which is from a known source, means it's a known company. I just don't remember the brand right now. I've bought so many papers, I've done so many experiments, I don't remember the brand. But yes, you get inkjet dark paper. I am not sure which company it is. I will let you know. I will post everything on the group, so you should have that. Okay, and it is basically a sticker, so you can peel it off. Okay, but it will not stick on the surface unless until you apply heat and the desired amount of pressure. Okay, and for the lady who just asked me the question, yes, give it to your printer, get it cut as per your shape, whatever, peel it off, print it on your cotton t-shirt, place it on your cotton t-shirt, place a cloth on top of it and iron it. Okay, now because you're doing it on by yourself and with an iron, there might be some wrinkles that would come in, which might
Mhm.
spoil your t-shirt. Okay, so you got to be very careful because your surface is not going to be flat, or if you're using a flat surface, very good, but if you're going to be moving the iron around, that might distort your paper, so your output might not be 100%. I don't want to discourage you. It's just facts that I'm mentioning. Please feel free to go and try it.
Right, but definitely I could just try it like a small print.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
it doesn't dishearten me too. And then slowly I can just try tricks and tricks over here and there. All right, thank you so
Yes.
much.
Definitely, definitely. And if you feel like you need some more information or something like that, feel free to reach out to me. I will help you out.
Definitely. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you.
No problem.
Yvonne, if I may,
Yes.
I just want to know like what temperature iron will we take in the highest heat or medium or
So in terms of the temperature, what the temperature that I use on my heat press is 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, which you will not get it in your iron. So obviously you need to use a higher temperature,
highest, okay.
highest temperature, and I usually heat press it for like 5 seconds. So I
Oh,
put
this is
the
5 seconds.
pressure just 5 seconds, but again that is machine, and that is going to uniformly heat up the surface, and that is also going to give the right temperature, the right pressure, right? For you will need to go on your t-shirt for about 10 to 15 minutes, moving the iron in all places so that you do not miss out any spot, else it's going to peel off like a sticker. Okay, so wherever it is has received the proper heat and the proper pressure, it is going to stick. Other places are going to peel off, and it's just going to tear, and it's going to make it look bad. So you need to be a little careful with that. If it's a small thing that you're trying, you can just press the iron in one spot because it's a small thing, that is fine. But if it's like an A5, which is half of A4, then you'll need to run your iron around the whole surface.
Something that will just fit in the shape of the iron, you just press it down and that's that.
Yes. So if you have like a small logo, okay. So
Yeah,
suppose you have created a logo, a small name or something for yourself where you would like to just put it here, right, on the t-shirt. Small thing is fine. Make a circle, or cut it off in a square or a rectangle. Place your iron on top of that surface with the cloth on top, and just keep it heat pressed like for around 10 to 12 seconds, and then remove it. But again, just ek bar, once you pick up the cloth, just kind of see if the edges, anywhere at the edges, if you can see it coming up. If yes, please give it some more heat.
no time. Okay.
Okay, but for my system, 5 seconds and my t-shirt is ready.
And so if I want to have a party and have everybody have t-shirts with this little monogram on it, how long will they be able to use it for? Like 1-2 washes?
Like I said, the guarantee of that t-shirt peeling off or the artwork peeling off is something that I cannot say because I don't know the pressure you're using. I don't know the heat settings
All
that you'll be
depends.
using,
Yeah.
right? So it is all based on all of those factors. So I will not be able to say how long it will be usable, but at least for like 2 washes, it should be fine. For 2 washes maximum, it should be fine if you've given it proper heat all around the surface and it is stuck in place.
Small logo also.
Yes, for something small. Like you have some Minnie Mouse print that you want here, you want some Captain America, you want some superhero prints, you've got these small circles that you've cut out and stuff, you want to print it, that you can do that heat press, that should be easy. Okay, again, in this, there is one thing called as reverse artwork, there is one thing called as non-reverse artwork. For the printing that I mentioned to you, which is the dark paper printing, you do not need to reverse the artwork. This is the vinyl that I have just cut. I've cut it from the silhouette and I have peeled it off because I said it will take a lot of time if I peel it off on the call. So this was something that I was doing when Uncle Roy opened the call for us. All right. So this is my vinyl. This is the back part. So if you see, the artwork is reversed. I mean, now on the screen, you will be able to see it in the proper manner, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because the camera is going to be reversing the artwork. So this is my back part and it has been reversed. So now this is my front part. So now this is going to show you reverse. This is my front part that will come on the t-shirt. Okay, so this is something that I have created on the vinyl. I have cut it on my silhouette and I will be showing you a demonstration for this. Okay, so for this I have flipped it. For the one that I mentioned to you, for the inkjet one, you do not need to flip it. You need to keep the image the way it is. It will just print it out. Okay, any more questions? If not, we will start off with the practical. My system is not heated yet. So I'm okay to take another couple of questions. Any questions? So I'll be using this t-shirt. I picked up this t-shirt in bulk. It was somebody's rose. All right, I picked up this t-shirt in bulk. You get these plain t-shirts. This is a pure cotton t-shirt. Okay, and vinyl will stick to it. The other stick-on surface wala stuff will stick to it. It's only polycotton that is used for sublimation. These are not sublimation. These are something that will be sticking on it. And I told you the difference between sublimation and between a vinyl or any other surface, right? So this is the t-shirt that I'm going to be using. I picked this up in bulk for somebody's rose. And yes, I will show you how this is done. Just give me a minute. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen.
No.
This is on the other one. I mean, just swipe right for the people on their cell phones. You can see the system that I have here.
Yes.
Yeah. Dada, you will be doing the heat press, or do you want me to take over? You'll have to help me with the video.
I'll take a video.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, as you can see on the system, this is going to show you the temperature. Okay. So, as you can see, I have kept it on 180. Okay, and I'm going to be pressing it for 5 seconds. This is by default setting it at 83 seconds. Okay, so just to show you that this is the settings that I have kept. Okay, first things first, I'm going to press the t-shirt because I don't want any wrinkles on my t-shirt. So I'm going to kind of press the t-shirt first. Okay. Okay, so my printing area now is iron. Okay, the next thing that I will do is give it another press to get the center of the t-shirt. So I've just folded it into 2 halves.
blank, so can't see anything. Don't anything.
Can you not see anything?
No,
Sorry.
can't see. Yvonne can't see anything.
Just go swipe to the right, na? You should be able to see my video.
Right. That is what. That is me.
I can see it. I mean, I'm on the laptop. I can see that I have two videos. One is off. The other one is on.
Now it's good.
It's come, right?
One is with a capital Yvonne.
No, it
and
came
one
and
with-
it's gone.
The capital E. Capital E, Yvonne. Just swipe to the right. You should be able to see the video on. And then you will be able to, tag me. You can just double click on that video and you should be able to tag me. Okay, so what I usually do as a good practice is I've taken my center line. Okay, so as you can see, I have heat pressed it into half. I've got the center line, right? Can you see this? Okay, now this is my neckline. Okay, so from the neckline, I usually keep my artwork 3 to 3.5 inch below. Can you just confirm you all can still see and hear me?
We can see.
Yeah, okay, thank you. All right, so 3.5 inch. This is how I have my artwork in place. This is
backing for that.
No, that is already. I mean, so basically, I peeled it off. Okay, so that was a vinyl. All right, I have cut it on my system, and I have peeled it off. Now I am just heat pressing it for 5 seconds. So you can see this timer just goes off and it keeps ticking. So this should do the magic. Okay, so this will do it. Now there are two types of vinyl. All right, one is a cold peel vinyl and one is a warm peel vinyl. So can you see this?
Wow.
Ta-da! Right, so this is a warm peel vinyl. You need to peel it off when the your t-shirt is hot, and that is when it will easily come out. If you allow it to cool, your sticker or that paper backing that is there, it's going to stick to your artwork.
Oh, that looks good.
Okay, is that visible? 1 minute. Sorry, I'm going to take the phone and I'm going to show you how it is. Yeah, hopefully you can still see my screen. This is how it would look like.
Yes.
Okay, so you can see it has printed exactly the way my artwork is, and this is how it will look like. Okay, now this is a t-shirt that I have printed for myself. That's the reason why I have kept the artwork small. I didn't want a very big artwork, so this is something that I have done. So if you see me on the road wearing this t-shirt, I made it. Okay, so this is a vinyl print. I hope the session has helped you understand the different types of printing, and I hope the session has helped you gain some information in doing some things by yourself. I'm going to start my laptop video now. And yes.
And how many washes will this last you?
This is not going to go off. This is not going to go off. It's like printing, like how you would print, right?
Okay.
It's like printing. This is not going to come off. This is vinyl, and this is specifically designed for printing on materials, like how you usually have D2G. D2G is direct to garment. That is done with a printer. So this material that they use is like embedding the print into the cloth. So it is not going to come out.
Okay.
Okay. But the other one that I showed you, the other t-shirt, the foil t-shirt that I showed you, that is going to come out. So this one, I printed, I think it was almost 2 to 3 years back. And I have not worn, I mean, we've not really worn it. We've not given anyone to wear it. It was a sample t-shirt and still remains a sample t-shirt. But if you see, this thing will come off. See, I can see this chipping off.
Yeah.
Right. So this fellow is a foil. It is pretty rigid. It is not going to bend with your cloth. So it will tend to come out.
Okay.
Okay. That vinyl is specifically for the cloth. It's not going to come out. It's like printed. It will be there. Okay. And like I said, the right amount of heat, the right amount of pressure is going to transfer your artwork onto your material. So if you want to give it a try, I would encourage you, do not buy anything. Use your handheld iron. Use an inkjet dark paper. Print your artwork. Just ensure that you give it a little more heat and a little more pressure, because you're going to be doing it with your hand. For me, I don't know what pressure setting is on my system, but 180 is my heat setting, which is quite high, which you will not get it on your iron. Okay, any questions around this? I wanted to also do a mug demo, but then I've got like 10,000 mugs that I have damaged with experimenting and kept it at home. So I didn't want to kind of print one more mug and keep it. So I have just printed one mug recently. I had to dispatch that mug, but then I kind of printed it early. I would have shown you a mug. It's the same concept. Only the thing is, I use this paper like I showed you. It's not a normal paper. It's a sublimation paper. Okay. So if you see behind, there is some branding of. I'm not able to understand if you can see it. There's some branding of that paper. It's a sublimation paper. Okay, and I'm using sublimation ink. And that is how you can transfer this onto hard surfaces, onto hats, onto polyester surface, like your t-shirt, like your banyans or whatever has polyester in it. You can then use this for that. Okay, any questions, or we can wind off? Yes.
So for the mug, you require that your machine. You can't do it with iron.
No. Mug, you cannot do it with iron. For the mug, you need a proper machine, because the mug requires, like, the entire surface needs to be heat protected. Iron is not going to work on that. There is another technique of doing it in the oven, but that doesn't work. I have tried before buying all the systems, before getting everything in place. We tried doing that. For this mug, you also need sublimation printer. You also need sublimation paper, and then you need that. There's a special tape that comes. So this tape is like fireproof. It's not going to melt with heat. Any other tape you use is going to melt with heat, because at the level of heat that we work with, it's going to the surface is just going to fall apart. So there are specific set of inputs that you need to use for mug. That is something you cannot try at home.
Yeah. The normal mugs that we get in our D-Mart or Big Bazaar or something like that, all those mugs, can we use it like?
You can. Yes. No, that's a very good question. I was expecting that from someone. You can use that mug, but it is not going to give you 100% output. Like I said, all the surfaces that you use sublimation printing on is coated with sublimation ink, so that there's a positive and there's a negative, and it kind of catches the surface. If it is not coated with sublimation ink, it is not going to work. So the mugs that you get at D-Mart are not coated with sublimation.
So do you have a special vendor or something that
you do? If you type sublimation, you do have special vendors. But my vendor, mostly we've got tie-ups with multiple vendors, because the rates keep changing. Now with the COVID situation, it has become a little difficult to get all these things, because these are all ceramic stuff and they're all China stuff and stuff, right? So the China market is closed, so things have just shot up. So it's very difficult to have one vendor. We've got a tie-up with, I think, 5, 6 or 7 vendors, I think, and they are at different places. They are not from Mumbai, they are from Delhi, they are from here, they're from there. So you've got a tie-up with multiple people, because the rates are fluctuating. So sublimation, you get it from particular vendors who deal with sublimation products, and there are multiple sublimation products that you will get.
This iron that you told us is specially only for a t-shirt printing, in regards to the logo or something, and a small print, right?
Yes. So iron printing, you're talking about your home iron?
Yes.
Yeah, the home iron, you can use it for something that is small, like you probably you create a monogram, right, with your name, or probably you have a group, like I showed you that wolf pack, right? So wolf pack, I can just put WP. WPINC or something like that, which is going to be a small 2 by 2 inch circle, or probably a square, or probably a rectangle. That is something you can do it with the iron, because you don't need to move the iron, right? You just have one space, just apply that same pressure at that same spot. It should work. All right. I haven't really tried the iron stuff, but yes, these are options that I have seen online while learning about sublimation, while learning about t-shirt printing. So there are lots of things that I have learned about. This is one of them.
Thank you so much. It was very informative, basically.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very interesting.
Yes.
I have a request.
Yvonne, before you end, if you finish sharing, I'll have a group photograph taken.
Yes, definitely.
Please share some videos if you can, how to print at home.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I will share a couple of videos on the DIY group.
And all the material pictures, what all we need, and Amazon link if you have Amazon link.
Definitely.
Papers.
Yes, I will share the direct Amazon link for the paper that I was talking about, the dark paper. I don't buy dark papers off Amazon because they are very expensive.
They are.
Yes. Amazon is very expensive. So, I also shared this information with my folks who were with me in that resin tutorial. Amazon is very expensive. What you can usually get, like the entire kit, or if it's just that paper, they'll give you, I think, 5 or 10 papers. I'm not sure. Last I checked, it was 5 papers. Not too sure on the quantity. But then that was falling expensive. One paper was coming up to around 100 and something, whereas I would ideally get it from my vendor. If I buy it in bulk, one paper I would get it for 70-80 bucks, rather than 120 or 140 what they usually sell it off Amazon. Okay, so the rates keep differing. I will be sharing the link with you. You feel free, if you want to buy it from Amazon, please feel free to buy it from Amazon. That's the only source you can buy it from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Roy, we are ready for your pictures now.
1 minute. 1 minute. Yvonne, you'll have to stop sharing.
I'm not sharing, am I?
No, she's not.
Okay, 1 minute. I have to remove the spotlight then.
Yeah, remove the spotlight. Yes.
I think.
Come, Dada, you also come. You also come in my photo. Come.
Nelson, come.
By the way, just to before we take the photo, okay, he is the man behind the scene. That's my daddy. He's the man behind the scene.
Good evening.
He's good evening. So he's the technical person, or he's the person behind all the creativity that I have got. All right, and he's always been there to back me up. I don't think I would have actually so basically he was the one to invest in the system, and I'm just the designer, and I'm just the person who learned something, okay, just to kind of support him. But he is the main person. All right, so in case if you're looking for t-shirt printing, mug printing, he is the guy to approach. I'll be sharing our catalog on the group. Please feel free to reach out to us. And that's Nelson Braganza for you guys.
Lucky you, and thank you, uncle.
Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Yeah.
I'm just taking a group shot.
Yeah. Look here.
All of you stare at me. One sec. Let me see if it comes here.
Was it the camera?
Yeah, the parrot is screaming there. But there are many. Now I will start taking names. Reina Peters, Rosie Briganza, Deodit,
Yeah, but I don't know why.
Put your cameras on, please.
I don't know why it's not coming on.
No, okay, you are forgiven.
Okay.
When everybody had put it off, you was on.
I know.
Yeah. And Michelle Brito, put your camera on. Jaspal, you can also put it on.
Oh, dear.
Get one camera.
Jeanette, put your camera on. Deodit, put your camera on. 1 minute. Otherwise, again, we'll get half of you only. No. Raina, okay, Raina, I can see the foot of your table. No problem.
I don't see. You can't see me.
Acha. And what happened to Jeanette and Jaspal and Rosie and Deodit? Okay, next program you all
Roy, I'm in Yvonne's house.
Yeah, Rosie
So
sitting in
baby's
the dark.
fast asleep. I'm there.
One minute, but let me see if you guys are still 6 guys are missing here.
I'm getting my bed. I don't know why.
Yeah, because your camera is below your bed.
No, I don't know what's happened.
Okay.
Sorry, I have
Well,
not
anyway,
done.
whatever I could have captured. Zoya, is this your first class with us?
Yes, uncle.
Okay. You live at Four Bungalows?
I'm Loretta, Helen Auntie's daughter. Sybil Auntie. My mother was Sybil Auntie's friend.
Oh, Loretta's daughter you are.
I am Helen's daughter, Loretta, the youngest one.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. You're in India? You are in.
Yes, I'm in Vasai right now.
Okay. You are the one in Dubai?
No, that was my second, the eldest one.
Okay.
Darren.
Got it. All right. You can join the group. We have a lot of interesting sessions.
Yes. This actually, I was into the baking one also, but I was not getting the time to get on to the group. So this was luckily one of the very inspiring one. But definitely we got a lot of information. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Last time I think she did on coasters. Did you attend her coaster class?
No, I
She did
didn't.
very good.
Yes, I will definitely try to get into this. It's really very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Yvonne.
Nelson, you would like to give a vote of thanks to Yvonne?
A vote of thanks. 1 minute. I'll unmute his 1 minute.
Because the
Vote
daughter
of thanks to Yvonne.
Acha, Yvonne, do you take orders? Local orders?
Yes.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, you take local orders, no?
Yeah.
So all of you know, I don't have Yvonne's contact number, I'll give it to you. Because all this, what you cannot do at home.
Exactly. We have the systems to do professionally.
Yeah, I've got it for you. Yeah. If you want any rate discount, you can come to me.
I thought actually you are going to place an order for all of us.
Is that manual?
Yes.
I can expect only this from you. Order from all of us.
I was going to ask you when are we receiving our items?
Oh my God.
Not you from Reynolds.
No, that's what Uncle Roy is like.
Yeah, Roy.
Yeah.
Hey, Manuela, you better call me Uncle Roy.
Santa Claus. Santa Claus. He sends Easter eggs. He sends nice Christmas boxes.
Right.
So, yeah, those who want to place orders can place orders. You have Yvonne's number right there. Acha, before we wrap up this section, Bhanu Prakash, you can put your video on. Acha, yellow come. Good. You enjoyed the session? You liked it? First time, your mic is muted.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
It was wonderful. No, you can join we have got various groups.
Sure, would love to.
I'll send you the details. You can see whichever group, and everything is free here. Huh?
Yeah, thanks. We were just
upskilling ourselves. We are just acknowledging ourselves. The next person who will take a lecture is Mahesh Suvarna. Mahesh, can you put your video on?
Hello.
Yeah. Hi. You made a mistake. You made a mistake in attending today's session. You knew I'll catch you. So when do we do it?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you also. I was quite busy for the past couple of months. So that's why I was not able to actually attend the practical section of this coaster resin workshop. A little busy. I'll get in touch with you and let you know. And very shortly.
Somewhere in June or July, can we do something?
Yeah. Maybe. By then I will be free.
Yeah.
We will
June, July.
plan something good.
Yeah, something. We'll decide on a subject and then we will educate ourselves.
Definitely.
Yeah, great.
Just to show you, I forgot on our packaging. We had done this customized packaging. It has our logo also on it. So this is somewhere where your mug will sit. So your mug will sit inside. We've got a casing and all that stuff. So we've got some nice, cute packaging also, all thanks to the designing work, the designing element that we have. So this is our logo and the packaging boxes that we've made. So, I mean, if you want to gift it, you just simply get it off the box and just
Superb.
give it.
Superb.
Something that I just want to show.
But when you do a mug printing, it will be your mug, or should we buy a mug and give you?
No. It will be my mug because I need to buy the sublimation mug. So, it will be better if I pick it up rather than, you go to the market. And sublimation mostly, it's in bulk. So it's better if you buy it in bulk and, you keep. So Uncle Roy already knows it that, I have, we've printed so many mugs for the church. We've printed so many mugs for different people. We've printed coasters. We've printed a couple of stuff. So you need to buy these in bulk. They're sublimation coated. You don't need to personally go to the market, pick up a t-shirt, pick up a mug, pick up this and give me. We have stock. Okay. So we'll just let us know what you want. We will give you the best possible rate and then you can decide how you want to proceed with it. Okay. That is about it from my end.
Yeah. So shall we?
All right, we can then sign off.
Manuela, you would like to give the vote of thanks?
Say thanks to Roy uncle, even.
You already told Nelson, na?
No. Yeah, Nelson is, muted himself. So now I'm asking you.
I also muted.
No. You can thank Yvonne here. What is there?
Okay. Oh, she thanked me last time. By the way, I met her in person. I met Manuela in person, and she gave me these lovely gas. My mommy is like, "Arey, you should have taken the contact." I'm like, "Arey, Baba, she just went to pick up something. She picked up one packet of gas for us. Be happy she gave you that." She's like, "No, you should have asked her when she picked it up." So Manuela already thanked me in person with a packet of gas.
No problem, Yvonne. I can thank you. It will never be enough how many times I thank you. I'll thank you now on in public also. The Roy wants to hear it.
I want to hear it. Yeah, so start, Manuela.
So all good things have to come to an end, and I must say a big thank you to Yvonne. Yvonne, are you Fernandez?
Briganza Fernandez.
Okay, anything. Yvonne Fernandez and her dad, not forgetting this time, Nelson. Briganza now, yes. She has been, I must say, a true inspiration. And actually, I was never into resin art also. I actually went to her place and not to her place, met her and got things from her personally. She's very, very helpful. You can call her anytime for all the new ones. I must say you are on the right track. You have joined the right group and you are meeting the right person, Yvonne and her dad, Nelson. So once again, we are hoping to see much more from you, Yvonne, and I'm sure you won't hesitate to say yes. And a big thank you for today. And hoping to see much more again. Thank you, Roy, too. And thank you, all you participants, for making it a successful group.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Yvonne, this is, I think, your poster.
Yes, it is blurring it out, but yes, that's the poster, one of the
No, it is blurring. I'll check 1 minute. Because of my background. Okay.
Nice.
See what you want?
The poster, eh?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
That's a poster.
Nice, very nice.
Made. This Loretta gave me. I think you printed for Loretta?
Yes.
Yeah.
Loretta auntie actually gave me a lot of orders. She printed a lot of posters, keychains. So yes, this is one of them.
Chalo, with that we come to today's program.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for being lovely audience.
Yvonne.
Thank you, Uncle Roy, for always giving me a very good platform and a very good audience. Thank you so much.
I second everything that
thank you only when
Manuela said.
Yes.
Raina, you like to place the first order, opening order?
Of course.
Come on. We have already started the American auction.
Bidding. Now you're going to start the auction.
Definitely. I want a photograph on the t-shirt.
Ooh, nice.
Whose photograph? I don't send my photos anywhere.
No, my grandchildren.
Yeah. So how many t-shirts you want printed then?
No, I don't want that many. I only have 3 grandchildren.
Three t-shirts.
Yeah.
Okay. Chalo, opening.
Good.
This is auction.
Yeah, this is auction.
So it's a win-win situation. Yvonne will do it a little more than cost. So she covers her back.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
Great.
you.
started.
Bye. Have a nice
Yes.
evening, everyone.
Yeah. Bye, Manuela.
Yeah, bye.
And
Wish
in
you the
case you
same.
want to be the second Manuela, you can place an order now.
We are open for auctions.
We are open for auctions. Come on, Manuela.
Huh?
Raise the
Yeah,
bar.
don't worry. You want me to do it in public, Roy?
No, you can do it in private.
You can do it in
I'm
private.
available on WhatsApp.
Anyway, no
So
problem.
yeah, just the overall thing. I mean, like I said, try out what I asked you all to get that paper off. I'll share all the details. Try it out at home. If not, if you'll have vinyl orders, please do share it with me. We'll be happy to print and share it with you. That is more long lasting. For temporary ones, you all can do it at home, like a trying on session. Please feel free to do it at home. Okay, and please feel free to connect with me. People in my raising group know that you can reach out to me. So yes, reach out to me anytime. Just drop me a text if I'm not available. I should be able to reach out to you later.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a lovely evening.
Zoya, you can ask your sister for my number and you can send me a hi and I will add you to the group.
I got a problem. I'm getting my cupboard. I can't get my picture on this.
Your cupboard is your face, man. What are you talking?
Tell me, how do I invert this?
See, for 100 rupees, I'll take a rickshaw and come to your house now.
Arey, 1,000 rupees per hour is now gone down to 100 rupees.
100 rupees only 5 minutes now.
Special
I just turn the camera and I come back.
Special discount.
You on mobile? Who's this?
Reina.
Reina.
Yeah. My what
on
to
top
do?
On top of your
mobile
screen,
now?
na?
Yeah.
So you have that selfie thing, no? Maybe you pressed the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's yeah. So
Yeah, you just reverse the selfie, it will come to you.
The camera button, if you click again, I suppose it should just get reversed.
Yeah.
I mean, just try.
Reina, on that camera, there is one selfie. Ah, there you are.
Okay.
Thank you, Manuela.
Thank you.
No, not Manuela. Say thank you, Roy.
No, why?
It was my voices which came out.
Anyway. Okay, bye.
Because Zoya, your sister comes on the group, at times.
Yes, actually, Uncle, I think you're getting confused. She's Laren, I'm Loretta.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. She comes on the other group.
Yes, I come on the other group. Right.
Ah.
Yes. So I suppose if I'll let my sister know in case she's interested, then I'll surely tell her to join.
If you want to come, I don't think I got your number.
You do have, Uncle. I'll just message you in personal. I think you'll just get an idea.
Okay.
All right.
Old age is catching up. Manuela, old age is catching up.
Yeah, I know. You really need to catch up, Roy.
She
knows me holiday. This is what happens when you take a long holiday.
Yeah. What, man? 6 weeks? What long?
6 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Chalo.
Nice. Anyway, nice.
So, if you have my number, you just say hi to me and we'll pick up from there. Yeah, Mama's daughter?
Yes, Uncle, I just messaged you on WhatsApp. You could just check. I suppose you have my number.
I don't think so. Let me see.
I remember seeing Loretta's name across.
No, she's another Loretta.
Yeah, I'm another Loretta.
Okay. I don't want to get into that again.
You message me on WhatsApp or?
Yes, Uncle.
Okay. Yeah. Yes,
you're online. Hi, you just said
I did communicate with you.
Yes.
But I don't know why I had some other impression.
Finally.
Yeah, no, she's there. But that means you attended the culinary also, no?
Sorry?
The cooking classes?
Yes, I'm into baking class as well.
Okay.
Yeah, recently I just seen this ad of this printing press thing. So I just told you to add me in this group. That's how I got into this group now.
And I added your name?
Right.
Okay, I put symbol bracket something.
Oh, okay.
Because it is showing here symbol bracket. So I'm thinking, I'm seeing the name Zoya. I'm saying, I don't know who is this.
No, it's just going to take me some time legally to change my name. So
no, keep it.
A couple of months more. All right.
It's a great name. So I'll change it from Sybil. I'll change it to Zoya.
You could keep it Loretta, Sybil. That also would be fine. No issues.
No, when you come up on screen, I keep asking you the same question every time. Are you the first time?
Okay. Then as for you prefer, like
because see, there's a lot of conversation here between us.
Sorry.
There's a lot of conversation from when 14th August 2021.
Okay.
Hello, uncle. I'm Helen's daughter. No. I'm very excited. And it goes on. But I saved your name. I didn't get your name that time, so I saved it as Sybil bracket.
Okay. All right.
I'll change it.
Sure, no issues.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Thank you.
But have you started your cakery or bakery? What is it?
No. I take orders only at home, from home. Yes. I did this baking course now, so I take orders from home only. I've not started any bakery as such.
Vasai, you get this one is in Vasai only, no? You're with your elder sister, no? What's her name?
Yes.
Sorry?
Laren. I'm with Laren.
And what is the other sister's name?
Cheryl.
Where's Cheryl then?
No, I am not in touch with her.
Okay. Because Cheryl also told me she is in Vasai.
No, I suppose I heard she shifted towards Dombivli and all that. Not in touch with her as such.
Okay.
I just got a news from.
I met her at Four Bungalows some time back.
All right.
She said that she's in Vasai.
Okay.
Yeah. She's on my Facebook also.
Oh, okay.
ठीक है. And how is Laren otherwise?
She's good. She's got married a year ago.
Okay, great.
Yes, that's all fine with her now.
Excellent.
Yes.
We'll catch up. Yeah?
Yeah, sure, definitely. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'll baptize your name now. Chalo, I'll end the session. Yeah? Bye.
Yeah, bye.